What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Byron Vasquez Jr. I'm a Los Angeles, Nashville-based actor, and here you will find personal stories of my journey as an actor, as well as tips and tricks and other acting-related content. In this video, I will be continuing where I left off in my last video about how I was able to find a way to make my commercial residuals pay me for the rest of my life. So, without further ado, let's roll the camera and action. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to smash the like and subscribe button as we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be re-releasing my first short film that I wrote, produced, and acted in called And Let God Do the Rest. Also, don't forget to sign up to Redbox using my affiliate link below to get your free streaming or DVD movie rental. The purpose of this video isn't to brag, but to be an example of how you can benefit if you guys make smart financial decisions. Now, let's get into it. In the last video, I told you guys that I made around $67,000 from my commercial residuals. And while I did pay about $3,500 for my initial SAG dues, and I used about $5,000 to travel around the country, I did feel responsible for that money, and I saved a big chunk of it. At the time that I was collecting my residual checks, I was still, and am still, working my day job. So I didn't feel like I needed to spend the money. I actually felt responsible over it to grow it and not so much to spend it. Plus, I didn't want to be like one of those people who came into a lot of money and then 10 years down the line wondered where it all went. So I decided to embark on a journey of learning about finances. I took a chunk of the money and I invested it into the stock market. I invested my money in a company that at the time, the price of their stocks were lower and they paid something called a dividend. Stocks generate money in one of two ways: the valuation of the stock or its growth, meaning that you buy X amount of shares of a company's stock, and as the price goes up, so does the overall valuation of your portfolio. In addition, some companies pay out a dividend, which are profits that the company pays out to its shareholders, usually every quarter. Dividends can be collected or they could be reinvested through the DRIP program. Now, if you choose to reinvest your money, then you're actually buying more shares of the company, thereby accelerating the growth of your portfolio. If you choose not to reinvest the money, then you're just taking the cash payout each time the company pays out a dividend. That's free money that you're getting just by investing your original amount. Hide the money, y'all. There are poor people around. Let's say I took $10,000 from my commercial residuals and invested into Company X, which at the time the stock was worth $30. That's around 333 shares. But over a few years, the company stock doubled to about $60 a share. Now my portfolio is worth almost $20,000. But the company also pays out a dividend of 27 cents per share. That's 333 shares times 27 cents, which equals to about $90 per quarter or $360 a year. And that's exactly what I did with a chunk of my commercial residual money. I made my money go out and make me more money. Now, without going into too much detail about where my money is invested in, I was able to double the amount of my original investment, and I'm generating about $1,000 in dividend payments, which gets reinvested into my portfolio to continue its growth in hopes that one day I can collect a big enough dividend payment that I could live off of. And that's all thanks to the money I made from my commercial. So to recap, because I invested a percentage of my commercial residuals of $67,000, I am now able to collect around $1,000 a year of dividend payments. And the valuation of my portfolio doubled, which means I double the amount of money that I originally invested. This was one of the best decisions I ever made with my money. And as you can see, this commercial keeps paying and paying me and will continue to pay me for the rest of my life. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys once again. Let me know if you guys like this kind of finance videos, and I will post more of them. But for now, please remember to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more of my personal stories as an actor, as well as tips and tricks and other acting related content. But for now, that's a wrap.